Hey guys, I'm here at Volvo's test facility north of the Arctic Circle, and as you can tell, it's cold and it's snowy, but it's actually not all that cold. It's just above freezing. But to simulate cold, Volvo has these cold boxes where they can take the cars down to -30 below 0 Celsius, which is freaking cold. This one's below 20, and what they do is they drive the car out, they see if it starts, a real cold start, and then we get to experience what it's like to get in a car that's basically been in a freezer for the last day. Now this car is fogging up, and that's because it's actually warmer outside than it is inside the cold box. So now we get to see just what it's like to be in a car that's been frozen pretty tightly. So let's open the door and let's hop in and let's see if everything works. All right. Yeah, it's cold in here. You can kind of see the condensation forming on everything because the car is so much colder than the external temperature. Windows are fogging up, and now of course what we're trying to do is see how long it takes for this car to actually be drivable, and see how long it takes for the seats to heat up.
Do I need to close
the steering wheel to heat up?
Yeah, you can close it. Yeah. Okay.
The rearview mirror to unfrost. Yeah, wow. It's cold in here, isn't it?
It's cold in here.
-20. How much is that in Fahrenheit? Does anybody know how much -20 is in Fahrenheit? It's a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's cold. So if you know that, do the math for me in the comments below. I would love to see that. I'm gonna get out because it's warmer outside. It literally is warmer outside than inside the car. So yeah, I mean that's pretty hardcore testing, and as you can see, this cold box is just basically a giant refrigerator with these giant fans and coolers blowing. Now this is the XC90. Sorry about my finger. I should be in a glove, but it did start. Car is running. But obviously, you'd have to do a little bit of scraping to get it roadworthy. The back defroster is kind of taking care of that. Oh, that's good. So this is the job of a Volvo test engineer. And if you were thinking that a lot of it is, it's a track over there, flying around a track and seeing, how much snow you can kick up, a lot of it is stuff like this. Valuations on how long it takes to unfreeze a frozen Volvo.
Now we have been driving one lap, so the car is starting to get a bit more comfortable, of course. The windscreens are like cleared out from all the fogging and so on, so that's good. And like normally when we do these kind of tests, you have one shot more or less. Like you put the car in the cold chamber, and then it's really cold, and then you go out, and then the whole testing is over in like 15 minutes. Like then the car should be feeling as you would expect, like warm and cozy, and the windscreen should be cleared off from all the ice and so on. Like so, this is typically what we test. We go out and use the car as like normal customers. Is the steering wheel working? Steering wheel heat working as expected. Of course, it's warm and cozy. Yeah, seat heat, of course, climate system. Any strange noise from that? Is the heat coming fast enough and so on? And I think right now the car is getting better. You still have some, it was a bit extreme. You still have some ice here.
Yeah.
And you can feel some cold surfaces around the car. That will take a while before it disappears, I guess. It's starting to get better. And then we don't do on this test track we don't do like vehicle dynamics testing. That will be more for when you're done at Harald's, that type of track. Here is more like, how does the car feel when you're driving it? So the behavior of the car, and are there like strange noises and so on, and do the ABS system works like in normal conditions? Do they work as you expect? Like things like that.
So to see essentially is the equipment itself has it been tuned or designed to be able to handle this extreme and still perform in a normal, safe way?
Yeah.
You're essentially testing the.
Yeah, I mean, essentially we are like customers, but we are internal customers, so we have some sort of direct contact to the development department.
Do you benchmark other cars? So do you benchmark the competition?
Yeah, we test of course other cars as well. We need to know where the market is at, of course, to understand, and then of course we read a lot of what our other testers are doing. Like if you guys are out testing and you write the paper, that is interesting, of course, to read, of course, to hear what other people think about other cars. But we do also a lot of our own testing, of course, benchmarking cars. That is quite normal in the car industry. That we test cars. But mainly, my work is to test all the cars and see what is the need of the consumer that we are perhaps not fulfilling as good as I would like.
So what kind of car would you say heats up faster? Is it the internal combustion engine car, or is it an electric car?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have to talk to the climate guys.
Yeah.
What is the best one? I think in the electrical there are so many different kind of systems. Like, is it are you heating the water or are you having like a, the hair fan that you are actually heating the hair and blowing directly? So there are different kinds of system, and they have. I guess they have both pros and cons. But the climate guys are the best one to answer that. But when we test, we really think, is this like what the customer expects from our car? And in our like these kind of XC90, I think they expect it to behave quite good. We are a Swedish brand, and there is like winter conditions. We expect the cars to be quite good in these kind of conditions.
There you have it, guys. If you're curious about the way that Volvo makes sure that your Volvo is warm when it leaves your cold garage. Now you know the inside story and how it's done. As always, head on over to alltfl.com for more news, views, and of course, real-world Volvo reviews from Sweden. I'll see you next time. Ciao.